Hi, my name is Ava, and this week I'm going to be talking about how the SPCA and other animal shelter organizations use animals in their commercials to help persuade you to adopt or donate to their organization. The SPCA is known for their sad commercials with hurt animals and homeless animals that have been abused and just not treated right. The reason that they use these animals in their commercials is because it helps connect with the viewers' emotions as they see animals and feel like they need to help. These organizations will often use the tactics of showing you animals that have been left out in the cold, haven't been fed, and have been tied to maybe like fences outside, and also that have bruises and cuts on their bodies. They also use disabled animals a lot. They will use animals that don't have limbs or have disabilities like being blind or deaf to help connect with the fact that these animals are more helpless and need your help now. They will also use tactics of putting how long the animal has been in the shelter, how many days they have left before they are euthanized. They also will tell the stories of these animals and say, maybe, this dog is 13 years old and lived with this person until she was left outside, and will tell these very tragic stories to make people feel like they need to help now or else this animal is not going to live. These persuasion tactics work really well because when people see a hurt animal that can't help itself and relies on other people to survive and thrive, they feel like they need to help because other people won't. The SPCA also uses sad music in the back and chooses very sad looking animals and really just profits off of that pain in the animal's life. Most people would probably consider donating when they see that these animals are as sad as they are in the commercials. They also use tactics of trying to make the viewer feel like if they don't help now, this animal is going to be put down because they don't have enough room. They also like to show the lineup of animals in the shelter to really show how many there are that need help. Instead of just using one or two animals, sometimes they will show all of the animals that they have that all need help to try and convince you to donate even more. These organizations can be kind of touchy topics because some people might see it as they are profiting off of these hurt animals, and they kind of are. They're really trying to kind of hurt your feelings and make you feel like you have to do something or else this animal's going to die and you could have helped prevent that. They use these tactics to help benefit the animal, I think at least, and there's not many people who wouldn't feel like they needed to help at least a little bit when they saw an animal that was hurt and in need. If they saw an animal that really needed help on the side of the road, people would likely help and probably bring them to these shelters because they think this is where you need help. A lot of people see the SPCA and other organizations as a place to help all these hurt animals if they can't find a home and they can't find a place to go, can't find food on their own. This is also why they use these disabled animals, because sometimes dogs that are missing 2 legs can't get around on their own and find food, especially if they have been raised as puppies. They will also use litters that have maybe lost their parents or their mom, I guess, to convince you to donate and to maybe even adopt and give this animal a good home. I think these tactics are pretty understanding because people, if they didn't use these tactics, they wouldn't really be well known. People would just know they were an animal shelter. But since that they use these sad commercials and sad music and the helpless looking animals, people really remember them for that. And I think honestly they've gotten a lot of donations out of kind-hearted people that feel like they need to help. And also I think a lot of animals' lives have been saved because some people felt like they couldn't just sit there and watch while these animals got euthanized. The same works for social media accounts where they will post animals and how long they have left and will tell their stories, hoping that people in the area will come adopt. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you also enjoyed the cat. She's biting me. She's a kitten. She's very playful. She's also blind. Thank you.